In personal injury law, as with criminal defense, as with any form of litigation, in order for you to gain leverage in a case, you have to be willing to litigate. So when the case was early on, we were building the case, we gathered the medical records, we were really diligent with that. We also, in that process, got photographs of our client laying on the ground with the ribs and stringers on top of his body, which also supports the allegation that everything fell on him, which is really great demonstrative evidence that you would use at trial. So prior to the case being at trial, the insurance company didn't value the case because there was no reason for them to. So their first offer to us was $400,000. And being the experienced trial lawyers we said, that's fine. Thank you for that offer. We're going to trial. So instead of sending one attorney, we sent our entire team, an experienced trial team, to show them that we mean business. So we started our trial, and the first part of the trial, the most important part in my opinion, is jury selection. Right? That is our first opportunity to connect with the jury. And because this case was important to our client and important to us, all three of us at different phases of the jury selection made sure that we were there to connect with the jury, to make that initial impression that this is a serious case, we mean business, and we're here to represent our client.
Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.